Time for mini news sesh. Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome to this week's mini news. I'm Gavin, and we have Abby here today for the mini news. Abby, what do you have with it?
So today we are talking about some updates with Instagram. Instagram's always rolling something out, it seems, but they have recently launched their initiatives for 2023. And as a social media manager, I always like to take a look at these and kind of mentally hold Instagram accountable in my own head. So last year, some of their goals were transparency, and we saw that rolled out with things like insight updates and just kind of a little bit more insight as to how the algorithm works. But this year, one of their biggest initiatives is connection and just connecting people to things that they love and sparking conversation around those topics. So they are currently wasting no time with those initiatives and with those goals, and they are testing 4 updates. But today we're just going to talk about 2 because they're the 2 that I'm the most excited for. So the first of those updates is group profiles. And yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. Group profiles are a place where you can have multiple users post to it. So what that will look like is whenever you're logged into an account that has access to a group profile, whenever you go to share any type of content, be it stories or a reel or a still feed post, you will have the option to share it to your personal profile, so just as is, or you'll have the option to share it to the group profile and your profile, or just the group profile. So you can kind of think of it as like Facebook groups, but on Instagram. That's kind of what I've been thinking of it as. Yeah, and it's super exciting, not only as a social media manager, because it could change the way as an agency that we do things, because we might not necessarily need to log into each client's Instagram account. But I thought it was a super exciting update for interior designers with larger teams who may have multiple individuals that want to share content to their page. It's a great way to kind of let that happen without risking that security breach of sharing your password with tons and tons of users.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, I think that that's something that a lot of holding companies and things like that will also find beneficial. Obviously, if you have any kind of specific holiday or things like that, you can kind of promote things across the board as well there across multiple profiles. That was my first question actually was, but you already answered it, which was can you also post, like if I wanted to post to my profile and at the same time post to that group profile, could I do that? And it sounds like you're going to be able to do that, which is really interesting there too. So very cool.
Yep, super excited. And unfortunately, it's not being tested in America. I really wish it was. It's being tested in Canada and Taiwan. So the next update is not being tested in America either. It's being tested in the UK. But this is one that I'm even more excited for, and it's called Collaborative Collections. So if you are an active Instagram user, you probably know what collections are, but if you're not, we'll give you a little bit of a refresh. So collections are great for staying organized if you're a little bit OCD like me and you like to see everything in one place. So collections can be found in your saved photos on Instagram. So let's say you have 10 to 15 pictures of kitchen saved and 1 bathroom picture saved, and you don't want them all mixed up. You can create a little folder, and that is called a collection, and you can put all of your kitchen photos that you've saved there. Previously, these collections are just private to the creator, private to each individual profile owner and Instagram user. But I'm sure you've kind of guessed where I'm going here. These collections will now be able to be collaboratively shared and added to amongst users. I'm super excited for this as a social media manager, but again, for interior designers, I thought this would be great because you can share these collections with different team members. You can basically think of it as kind of a Pinterest board or a mood board. So interior design teams could use this update to save different ideas for projects and share them amongst each other. So I'm super excited for this update as well. Again, not being tested in America, but hopefully within the next few months, we will see this roll out here.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I'm actually even more excited for that one than the last one, just because like having, like you said, the collections being able to be kind of like a group thing, or a group think, I should even say. It's something that like for us specifically, we can look at, our clients across the board, things that might be interesting, trends, and we can kind of bucket those as a community, as a group of people, as a company to really, kind of collaborate to build ideas and like trends and things that are happening within the industry, and not just have it be kind of like one-offs in terms of each individual account manager, but we're going to be able to kind of see things holistically. I hate that word, but holistically across the board, and really compile information together. So that should be really, really cool.
Yeah, super excited for it. Another thought I had around that is, let's say this kind of pertains more to maybe a social media manager or an agency standpoint, but let's say you have a client that wants to share just one specific type of design style on their profile in terms of inspo posts, and you just can't find exactly what they're looking for. Now you can create one of these collaborative collections where they can actually add to it and you can add to it, and you can kind of come on that agreement just to get a clearer idea on the type of content they're looking to share as well. So we'll just have to see when this rolls out, and we'll keep you updated if we hear anything new regarding these updates.
Awesome. Wow, those are some really fun ones, Abby. I'm looking forward to this. Thank you so much. And that is this week's Mini News. We'll see you next week for the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Mini News Sesh. Yeah!